Welcome to a video when I go over everything wrong with the 2010 John Deere la105. Now, it runs, drives, mows, but, well, if it wasn't almost 10 p.m. I'd start it. When you go to start it, it sputters a lot, like bam, bam, bam. Think of it kind of like a lobe. I have a fair share of start videos. But like when it's warmed up, it starts up no hesitation. So it's a really good running machine. It's just really grumpy when it's cold. I probably will take the carb off and give it a look. Second issue is the deck condition. No, it isn't really rotted through, but it's paint's starting to chip on the side. And a little while ago, I'd actually bumped the tree with the bumper, and I didn't know it. It bent the bumper in a way that unlatched. And I didn't notice. So fifth gear headed back towards. I think I was headed to a different part of the lawn to start mowing again. And the bumper went under it, hit the deck, and it literally went for the biggest shit in my pants ever, and it got me to actually shit my pants. It had broke a support on the deck, so it was lopsided, but we took it to my grandfather's, and that issue's been resolved. But the deck is highly damaged, and the little spout for cleaning the inside of the deck is missing too. I think that came from the accident. Another issue is the brakes. This thing has very little to no brakes at all. You stop at this thing on a slope, it rolls right back down it. Unless if you slam it in forward or something. Yeah, it doesn't really have good brakes. These brakes are adjustable, I just don't know how to adjust the damn things. Okay, another issue. Tires. This can be an issue that can be fixed, but these are the original rubber from 2010. It's 11-year-old rubber. Yeah, this is basically an all-original machine. Hell, even the goddamn oil's original. Pitch black, darker than my soul, colored oil. It shouldn't be like that. I mean, it's like really fucking watery too. As compared to the mud run, it has an occasional drip, or with that, it just splattered everywhere. I mean, it's gold, but it just splattered everywhere here. Probably gonna say, fill me. I'll fill it. Your oil change is coming up soon, so don't get too nitpicky. See, now it's gonna say full or over full. Hey, I'm not as dumb as some people we found stranded on the side of the road, and they didn't know how to read a dipstick. They thought you were supposed to fill it to the top of the piece of metal, and they didn't read the bottom of the dipstick. And this one dude was a Mr. Know-It-All about engines, and I got pissed at him, I was there like, dude, if you know engines this well, maybe you should have told them, hey, that's not how you read a dipstick, and teach them how to read a damn dipstick, you dipstick. Now, that was like last summer, and they were smoking like a damn big boy train. It was ridiculous. It was a lot of fun. And the thing was clattering like hell, even after we had drained the oil to, like the full mark, to the reasonable level. But, yeah. I was just like, oh my god, we're the normal people helping yuppies, holy shit. They were like from New York City, so of course everyone's a dipstick down there. No offense. But do you really know about machinery? Yeah, that's what I thought. You're probably coming here to learn. Okay, grow up. Second issue's belts. This is another thing that can be changed. The belt squeaks like hell. I mean, a fair share of the videos you've seen of me driving it, well, when I used to drive it before the snow piled up. It squeaks like fucking hell. And the other issue is the steering. Now, I don't know where it's at. You look there, looking, pay attention. I don't think it's supposed to do that. So, first, the steering joints and all that are really loose. Now, there was a problem that was in the headlight bezels, but I fixed that. Third issue, spark plug, oil, air filter. Duh. But that, like I said, that's just basic maintenance. Ain't that bad. Oh my god, is Dad that big a dipstick? I just realized where he put this thing. On the oil. Well, this speller isn't really... It isn't like it's metal. There's more paint chippery. You know, we really should just pressure wash this and paint it black. At least primer or some shit. Because then this thing has a higher chance of rotting. I think there's like a hole or... No, there's the burning area spot from where we welded. That's the post that we welded back on. I honestly couldn't really tell you what's wrong with this deck. It just works. It does the job it has to do. These rims are okay. It's past due for greasing. And holy hell, do you like have a fucking robot tighten this valve cap? Jesus. Maybe my dad purposefully tightened them really hard because the thing I did when I was little was steal valve caps for my bike, for my bicycle, because I kept losing them. So I'd steal valve caps, all shit. I'd steal off the family car. Oh, that was bad. That was a little freaking valve cap robbery. Yeah, I mean... I'm glad I'm not listing anything crucial. You're probably asking, what's the wing pow doing in the middle of here in the wrong time of season? Well, we have to change the spring on it, and I don't know how the hell to rip it apart, but Dad said he'd help, so I decided to bring it out. It's probably going to be smoked after work tomorrow, though. So... I have like an old Tonka truck in there. I have a shitload of projects, big and small. A surprise cabinet for my grandmother. This damn thing I stopped progress with after my brushes took a dump on me. I might just go fuck it, limp it with the brush I have. I'm so fucking close. And it needs a lot of major help. And if you're looking, kind of a little cockamania there.
This is almost Broadway. This is Meatloaf, of course. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
But obviously that was just a test fitting.
This is the biggest thing that's broke.
I had done a test fitting so I could paint, well, not paint, stain, that's the proper word, to stain the parts. That's a square, yeah, those aren't exactly, well, based on this, it's still pretty fucked up. That seems alright. That one seems alright too. I realized I was also using warped boards, like right now too. You know, last second when you realize you're using shit boards. I mean, wood can be fixed, but warped boards, you know, that's the challenge. I already fucking forgot what I was using. I think I was using this stuff. You aren't paying attention. Yeah, that's got fetch brushes and stuff. I hate to be like, Dad, fetch this, like he's a fucking dog, but unfortunately, no one's gonna let me walk out of the damn store with a... Well, maybe they'll let me get away with paint brushes, but, you know... My nearest Home Depot is all the way in Monticello, which is half an hour drive, give or take. Yeah, because Middletown's like a good 40. My time troubleshooting is craptastic. This Homelite crap saw here is also another project that needs to get done. It runs good, but she has grumpy carb fuel. You know what I'm talking about. Fuel lines and all that. They just gave up. The trusty Ryobi hammer drill, putting it in the wrong place. Well, or in a place that I don't exactly trust it. Okay, I feel safer there. This is what I used on the Done Dirt Cheap Co., or at least what I've been calling it. What we nicknamed the Done Dirt Cheap Co. salt spreader, which still hasn't been tested. This is a rivet gun. What I might do tomorrow is I might drill holes here, 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 maybe here. Despite that centerpiece being rotten, I could still work with it. I mean, hell, this damn thing needs a damn bath so I can tell what's wrong with it. Paint-wise, I mean, it doesn't need to be perfect. I'm not going to be doing a full repaint on this again, or at least not anytime soon. Maybe if it makes it to like 40, 50 years old, then maybe I could do a repaint on it. But with the way it's been living, I doubt it's gonna make it that far. I mean, this little Kohler's been doing good. I don't want to torch this thing and put a damn gas pedal on it. So. But that's upgrades for another day, especially a push bumper and other crap for this thing. Also, a snowplow is a thing that needs to get put on there. And I have a whole bunch of crap that needs to get done. If you're wondering what these are a ton of hood ornament candidates. So say if Dad volunteered to have a pony on his hood, I would show him that box and tell him pick one. He'd pick one, and then I'd super glue it to the hood. We might also start trying some glues. Oh, there's the old screw-on spigot. But that means nothing now. Oh, I missed. Hang on. That means nothing. Now, I could have given the Mudrun a mower deck. I mean, if the previous owners had the mower deck and have seen what it looks like now, they're like, oh, he ain't running that anytime soon. Like, never. I mean, if I could free it up and all that, cool, then I could sell it as a part, but it'd probably just be more scrap. I mean, the Cub Cadet, it has its original mower deck, and there's very low chances that will be surviving. Seized, rotten, yeah. I might just use the Cub Cadet as a rototilling machine. I'm not sure if the people that are giving it to me have like a snowplow and a rototiller. I mean, I'm not gonna haggle them for it. They've given me the tractor itself. So it belonged to a guy who had a whole bunch of tractors. He was like, he got in an accident, broke his neck, he survived. And he was just buying tractors to restore them. You know, use his retirement to restore them. And then, unfortunately, he passed away. Thankfully, he wasn't in pain. He went in his sleep. But he was a really nice guy. Anyway. But, about 2-3 years ago, his son, or my friend's big brother, because I met the family roller skating. My one friend, we became friends, and her big brother, you know, all that crap. We were talking and shit. So one day, we were talking about tractors, and he was like, well, there's a little tractor way out back, a little white one, white and yellow one. He said, I think it's Cub Cadet. I don't know. He didn't remember what it was at the time. When all this snow melts, we can go back there and tow it out. You can have it, free of charge. Because he didn't think it had a chance at running. This spring we're gonna fix our old trailer, the black one that the Mudrun actually pulled. The Mudrun actually pulled that trailer. I'm proud of this fucking thing. 16 horsepower can pull a trailer with several hundred pounds of shit on the back. I mean, I'm impressed. Yeah, I mean, hell, free tractor, that's cool, you know? I mean, this thing was free anyway. This thing I got for free, it was kind of we were liquidating the property, and they saw it, and they're like, well, we aren't gonna do anything with it. I mean, the kid who got in the accident with it, he didn't even want to touch it. He was scared of it. I mean, with what I've done to him, I might have lowered that feeler, but nah, I wouldn't push him to drive it, you know. Him and this have a history, you know, and not a really good one. He was about my age when he crashed. That's why the hood's so damn smashed up, and it's got other dings here and there. But they found it, and they're like, well, we aren't going to do anything with this. And they're like, well, we'll ask Eddie's dad to ask Eddie if he's interested. And he sent pictures of it hoisted up on a small little excavator. I think it was a Kubota or something. You know, they were just going to move it out of the way. If it didn't want it, they were going to load it up in the truck and drive it to the scrapyard. And if I wanted it. They're just gonna load it up in their truck and drive it over. Which I was like, sure, I'm interested. I mean, hell, if it doesn't make it out, it'd be cool. It'd be a cool little yank down. And obviously, it was really easy to start. You gave this thing battery and gas. All it took was a good double prime, a choke, and she fired right to life. I mean, she was stinky, but that was just because she hadn't ran in a good decade or so. This battery here since 2010. Well, 2012. Still really old though, a good decade old. You know, still pretty damn old. Yeah, you know, I've done a crap ton of this. And actually what inspired me to make the shop, all it started was with me cleaning a bench and a walkway. I just cleaned the bench off and I just set the vise out. I mean, like, there was still a pile where the vise was, but like, I had half of this shop table and the vise here, and that was plenty of room for me to tear apart this little Tonka truck here. And I still need to work on the Tonka truck. My mom got it for me at a yard sale because she knew I liked old school Tonka trucks and I was into these silly little things and all that. And you know, she was like, oh, you know, we found that. We thought you'd like it. I mean, if you don't like it, we can just simply toss it. But and I was like, oh no, as beat up as this stupid little thing is, it's cool, it's cute. I mean, even if I don't restore it, it'd be a cool little shop ornament. I mean, I decided to restore it.
Hey, you want anything?
I needed a drink. So, what inspired me to start turning into the shop was, you know, there's a whole bunch of shit in the way, garbage, stuff that needed to be gone through. You know, going through all that crap. Pardon me. And all that. It eventually stayed in a form. I focused on improving this end. At one point, but my dad's friends, they were moving away. So they were cleaning out their garage, knowing what's what, and what they were letting go. They actually had a cool, it wasn't fully restored, but it was a old school Plymouth Valiant. Not like 1971 Plymouth Valiant, like the one from Duel. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. Look up Duel, Steven Spielberg, then you'll know what I'm talking about. It's about a movie about a guy who's going on a business trip, I think, and then he's doing something for work and he has to drive long term. And you know, everything's fine until he gets harassed by a truck driver. And there's like several license plates on the front of the truck, and I thought that was like different registrations in other states. No, that was like the removing of a victim's license plate after the guy smashes the car. That was the thing that Steven Spielberg was trying to imply. It was actually his first full-length film, and all I gotta say is he fucking smashed it. It was a really good film. There wasn't much talking. He let the eerie music and the video speak for itself, and he did it so well that it's just amazing. But yeah, you know, that little itty bitty Tonka truck inspired me to make this big nightmare. I mean, really, I should probably be able to find a picture of it like before. If I can't find an image of it, pardon me. If If I can't find an image of it before. And now, I totally do a comparison. But I've toasted half an hour of rambling into a phone instead of probably replacing the rear shock on my dirt bike, or organizing screws, nuts, and bolts, or finding an excuse to do something to the mud run, or fixing one of the many problems on the la105, or going through more boxes. God, I don't know anymore. Well, I'd like to thank you for watching and all that. And see you on the flip-flop. I got a lot of fun for you tomorrow. So, later.